Alright, 69-second summary for the new Team Rocket's Mewtwo EX deck, which people said was busted when it was first announced, but good old party pooper pilot tempered expectations by pointing out that even with 280 hit points, it's basically just the worst Raging Bull EX. So that begs the question, what should I call my VODs channel, since Trust Your Pilot VODs is more uninspired than the Pokemon Company calling the first snake Pokemon Ekans? Also, what makes Mewtwo special? For starters, Bulbasaur is the best. And for the Mewtwo deck, it has access to Spidops. This allows you to accelerate energy from the discard pile, meaning Mewtwo can deal 280 damage regularly. Plus, there's all the amazing Team Rocket's trainers, including Ariana, which is a drop to 8, and the Factory, which draws 2 cards if you just played a Team Rocket supporter. Unfortunately, the deck is very one-note and a bit energy hungrier than you want. If you don't get a Transceiver or a good supporter in your hand at the right times, the deck just kind of stalls out. You can play Fezandipiti to help, but that hurts Ariana's usefulness and doesn't count towards Mewtwo's ability. Yeah, if you don't have at least 4 Team Rocket's Pokemon in play, the damn thing can't even attack. And when it can, you need a Team Rocket's Energy manual attachment plus either Energy Switch from a Spidops or a Counter Gain. And even then, it can't do more than 280 damage, which pales in comparison to Raging Bolt. I guess what I'm trying to say is, while Mewtwo has a lot of tools around it to make it good, there's no Wi-Fi nearby and it can't watch a YouTube tutorial on how to use those tools properly. When you're facing a Grass Wheat deck or Dragapult and things are humming along, it seems good. When you face a Pokemon with 290 hit points that doesn't have a weakness, it seems worse than For the Win's fake UK accent. Okay, we know how to win this matchup. The unfortunate problem is that we started the Clefairy, but I know how to win this matchup, and it involves not doing what I'm probably going to end up having to do. Okay, so we go Team Rocket's Factory. I might have to Giovanni next turn, which is... Oh, we actually can't use Giovanni next turn. That's cool. Loving that. Because you have to have an active Team Rocket's Pokemon. This is the risk. This is the risk you take with every heart you break. All right, so I think I'm just going to go end turn. Yeah. And Jetty, I am the greatest. So what I can do is I can hard retreat the Clefairy. They're just raw dogging an Ethan's adventure out here. I can hard retreat the Clefairy, use the Giovanni, and maybe make so. Oh, they're using the default free deck. And Dr. Pelipper, yeah, it just requires too much. You know, all of the Team Rocket supporters, except for like Petrol and the stadiums, are amazing, but they don't help Mewtwo. None of the supporters put energy in the discard pile to build up your Spidops, which, did they just... Hey, that's the one card I actually needed. Believe it or not, that was the one card I needed. Okay, so how do we do this? I have to go... Okay, don't screw this up, Pilot. The world is watching. I mean, we aren't going to be knocking out the Cyndaquil, which is really bad for us. Okay, so we go Retreat, Giovanni, a Ho-Ho. Oh, I blue-skied this, where it's the opposite of Guzma, where Guzma is you bring up your opponent's bench Pokemon first, and then you switch. This one, it's you switch first, then bring up your opponent's bench Pokemon. So it's backwards of Guzma. And anyone who played PTCGL is gonna mess that up every single... What the hell? All right, well, looks like we just go... I mean, I can get rid of an Energy Switch probably, right? We can probably just get rid of it. The Energy Switch probably can just get rid of. We don't need it as much. So we go Spidops, prized a bunch of Spidops, that's cool. And then we hit the Ho-Ho. That's fine. They probably can't retreat it. So actually, let's put the Psychic on you. And then, yep, that goes there. Play with my balls. Wait, did I say because the Pokemon sucks? And you said I didn't know they made a Pokemon based off of I Am Legend's mom? Oh. Yeah, you can put a new coat of paint on PTCGL with the new game board, but it's still PTCGL. Look at that discard pile. But you're seeing everything wrong with Mewtwo kind of in this one game. So I'm going to keep this in the YouTube video regardless of whether I win or lose. Oh, because it gives a golden shower? I don't know. But you're seeing all the issues, is that if you don't get your supporters, then you're screwed because there's no supplemental draw unless you jam in a Fezandipiti or a Clefairy, which is suboptimal because then it just makes Giovanni worse. It just makes everything worse. But we are facing the default free deck that every player who plays PTCGL before July 17th when Black Bolt and White Flare come out, this is the default free deck. So if we lose, then you know that Mewtwo is cooked. And it is definitely cooked. I mean, but how can a 280 hit point basic be bad? Well, this is how. Read the text, read the card. Okay, well, we're gonna win now, which is nice. Wait, what? Oh, I thought that was a Spidops. I was like, why can't I evolve my Tarountula? All right. Oh, and I was about to misclick here, because notice how somebody's not glowing, but I can use their ability. Yeah, they definitely don't know how to fix that. You're like, they don't know how to fix the card select glitch from the deck, which I experienced today. They've introduced, I'm assuming this is a feature where your bench gets rearranged. There's Archer. That's really good if they take a knockout, which they're not going to do. Yeah, not being able to KO 2 prizers. I think this is just going to get worse over time because we're going to be in the Mega Evolution era in September, and 280, that's not going to knock out anything, right? Like, you'll have to play it with Maximum Belt, which makes it do 330, so then you'll probably be able to knock out basic 3-prize Mega Evolutions. Again, we're assuming. We haven't seen any basic 3-prize evolutions, but we know that Mega Diance's coming out. So unless they do something really weird... Uh-oh. Are they seriously about to do 280? Do they seriously... Oh my... We're about to get destroyed here. And you want to know what else is crazy? Because I started the Clefairy, Spidops can't do 180. This is... This could not be worse. This could not be going worse. This could not be going worse. Okay. Yeah, this is why this deserves to be in the YouTube video, because this is not a good deck. Okay, so let's go. I think we burn the Poffin. Yeah, we don't need this guy. We have to put the Mewtwo down. I go... Do I even Night Stretch? Because we don't have a Spidops in there. I don't want the energy. So I guess we just Archer. And, you know, I could have put the Fezandipiti down, but then it's like I would have had 2 things that I don't want in play. All right. Team Rocket's Factory, we're counting on you. Give me an energy. That's... Okay, well, we can attack this turn. Are you ready for this spicy combo? Perk up your ear holes for this one's my babies. Wait, didn't I already do the thing with this guy? I think I already did the thing with that guy. So why'd I do that? I don't know. I'm an idiot. Oh, I didn't charge. I thought I charged up because the card wasn't glowing. I hate this game so much. I hate this game. Oh, God. The card wasn't glowing again. So I was like, oh, I must have already used it because it has an energy on it. But no, I used that last turn. Okay, it's not going in the YouTube video. I changed my mind. We're not doing it in the... This is not going in the YouTube video. Yeah, that's a big oopsie. But we can still win. They have a 0-card hand. We're still gonna win. It's gonna be fine. This was all part of my plan. That's what you don't understand. This was all part of my long-term plan. Because what are they gonna do? I knocked out the Typhlosion. They can't win. Oh, God. Oh, that's a Max Rod. No, we got this. We got this. Everything is about to change. Everything's going to change now, isn't it? Throat Lotion 666? Is that I Am Legend's mom's alt? Oh, man. Okay, so they can take knockouts with Micardo. They can take knockouts with Typhlosion. They are attaching to the... Okay. This makes life much more interesting. Okay, so I think I just have to take a knockout here with Mewtwo. But do I even... Oh, man, okay, so... I think I'm using Giovanni this turn. And that'll be tomorrow, Jaw. So how badly do I want... I think I want to knock out the Typhlosion if I can. But there's no actual guarantee that I can. But we're going to try to make it happen. We're going to do everything we can. Okay, and then we get the freaking counter catcher. Literally the freaking counter catcher. God, why do you do this to me? I'm a good person. I don't deserve this. All right, so we go Counter Gain on you. I play with my balls. Always a good thing to do that. We go get the Fezandipiti. Oh my god, we literally cannot attack with Spidops anymore. We literally cannot attack with the Spidops the rest of the game. All right, here we go. And then we go... I guess I Fezandipiti first. That did nothing. We got a Team Rocket's factory now. We got a Team Rocket's factory. Oh, God, I hate that. Why couldn't you just keep the same wording as Guzma? Okay, then we draw 2. I mean, I just kind of lose the game if I... Yeah, I kind of lose the game if I don't thin the deck by 1 more card. So let's go get... Sure, let's get that guy. Oh my god! Why does this deck suck so much? Okay, then we just go counter... We have to counter catcher up the Ho-Ho. Why do you suck? This is just embarrassing. I was like, there's no way we lose this now. We prize 2 Spidops. We have 3 Rockets energy somewhere. We're down our energy switch, which is not great. And I have a freaking counter gain on the Mewtwo, and I don't want that. They both suck balls. All right. Well, we got a Team Rocket's factory, which we don't need. So I guess we just get rid of these guys. And then, yeah, we just Ariana up to 5. Okay, we actually got some things, finally. Okay, we got 2 energy. And then, yeah, I guess we just transceiver out the Ariana. No, I would rather be getting Itchy Pollen here. Okay, we're also out of Gust cards, which is super cool. What? Wait, do we seriously not have the cards that we need right now? We... Oh my god, there's literally 3 Team Rocket's energy, and we do have an energy switch. Of course. This is embarrassing. This is an embarrassment to Pokemon cards. End turn. All right, so we have to make sure we don't deck out. That is where we're at right now, is that we're actually in danger of decking out. But I can theoretically win this game. Actually, I can very easily win this game. Oh, not with that top deck. Okay, so we go... It needs double Psychic, so of course that's not going to work. All right, so we go Rescue Board on you. Wait, Rescue Board on you. I'm going to need a Counter Catcher, but I don't think I have another Gust card. I hope I have another Gust card. All right, so let's just do this. I'm going to probably need to get a Mewtwo. Okay. Well, we're going to have to get my other Mewtwo and then charm it if we want to have any chance of winning. Okay, so we're going to knock out the dude. The Defiance Band, I don't know if that's going to come into play. We just go... The fact that I have to get rid of 2 energy is crazy here. All right, so we get rid of that and that. We're going to run this one back. Hopefully I don't get 2 Spidops off the prizes. Okay, here we go. Here we go. Don't give me 2 Spidops. Whatever else I need, I did not need any of those. So we do lose the game, I believe. Unless there's another Night Stretcher. I don't know if there's another Night Stretcher. We have an energy switch. I need a Night Stretcher. They got the Fezandipiti, but I'm going to put them down to 3. So they're just in a situation where if they load up a Magcargo with 5 energy, so if you don't know what Magcargo does, it's 70 times. So if they put 5 energy on a Magcargo, they win the game, which is bad. And just the Clefairy start is really bad, but like you have to play Clefairy if you want to have a chancey. Okay, here we go. We're definitely gonna win this one this time. I guarantee a victory right now. There's no way we lose as long as we can get a Mewtwo. As long as there's a Mewtwo in the deck, we got this. All right, so what's the least important things here? We need the Energy Switch. We don't need the Defiance Band, and we don't need the basic energy. So we don't need you, or you. Please tell me there's good cards in the deck. There's a Team Rockets Factory and a Team Rockets Energy. Okay, well, turns out we did need the Defiance Band, but then they would have just knocked us out anyways. So, I mean, I can take the knockout with the No, I could have taken the knockout. Sorry, I could have taken the knockout with Clefairy. God, this deck sucks. Yeah, this is not a good deck. I'm going to put this in the YouTube video just to show you how disappointing this is. I think I prized like a counter catcher or something, but just you have to put a Clefairy or a Fezandipiti to try and shore up your matchups and your card draw situations. But then if you start it, you're screwed. We're going to rebound, okay? Pretend like I'm... Oh, God, he was a good basketball player that's good at rebounding. Victor Wembanyama. I'm Victor Wembanyama. I'm assuming just because he's tall. I'm assuming he's tall. He gets lots of rebounds. We're going to rebound. We're going to win the rest of the stream. Archaludon seems like an absolutely horrible matchup, doesn't it? You know, press 1 if you agree that Archaludon seems like a horrible matchup for Mewtwo. But then you ask yourself, what's a good matchup for Mewtwo other than Dragon decks? Okay, well, looks like we're just going to have to put everybody in play because we need to thin the deck. And we prized a Tarountula. And would you look at that? No more energy. Again, this deck does not draw. This deck is allergic to drawing energy or getting it in the discard pile. So it's like, if you want to change the list, you have to go like 6 energy instead of 5, maybe 3 Earthen Vessel. You got to have a ton of support. There's just so much that this needs where Raging Bolt is just like, oh, I can do 420 damage turn 1. What can you do turn 1? I can pass. Yeah, Clan Burglar, we're going to have to use Defiance Band to KO an Archaludon. But Archaludon, I believe, can KO a Mewtwo with Binding Mochi and Perilous Jungle, because that's 220 plus 6, so that's 280. So I have to use both Defiance Band and Bravery Charm to deal with Archaludon. One to take a KO, one to get my balls from getting tickled here. And that's just not fun. But man, Mewtwo, it is... I'm not going to call it the bust of the century because we did have Reshiram and Zekrom GX, which was probably the bust of the century, where it was very similar to Team Rocket's Mewtwo, which is why I was like, yeah, this card's not going to be good because it's basically just Reshiram and Zekrom GX. Okay, cool. Have they already used a supporter? They have not. Luckily, they don't really have a good target. I mean, what, you can knock out one of my Tarountula? Yeah, like you can knock out one of my Tarountula? Cool. Awesome. I don't think you really care about that. All right, so we have to get a KO here, and then I think we just win. So the key for Mewtwo to win a game of Pokemon cards is they just don't do anything. All right. So I think I burn the Transceiver to draw an extra card. I can't use the Vessel because we're gonna have to use the Vessel to get this. Okay, this is really strong. This is actually really, really good. This is exactly what we needed. So this is the only way that Mewtwo can win, but I don't have a Team Rocket's energy. Have you noticed that? Have you noticed that there's a certain card missing from this equation? Okay, I think I Team Rocket's Factory first in case I have to Ultra Ball for a Fezandipiti. I mean, I don't think there's... Is there a correct order? I think there is a correct order of operations, and I just go for it. Right? So we just go... Secret box away. 1, 2, 3. Oh, God. 3. We gotta go play with the balls. We gotta get the factory. Yeah. And then the supporter. Sure, let's get... Probably Giovanni. Actually, no, I probably just want to get rid of... Giovanni. All right, and then we get... Oh, God, no, I gotta do the thing. I have to do the thing. I can't not do the thing. I have to go get the Fezandipiti prematurely because it thins one more card out of the deck. And it doesn't matter how many Team Rocket's energy you have in the deck, you're never going to find them. There we go. I told you we'd find them. Okay. Oh, no, we don't have enough. Are you freaking... We're still short. We're still short because... Oh, my God. This deck is terrible. Oh, my God. Saved by the bell right there. We wouldn't have had it if we needed... Oh, my God. Okay, imagine we were playing Raging Bolt right now, okay? Imagine this is Raging Bolt. These Spidops would be single prizer... So, sorry, these Spidops would be basics. And we would just... Oh, my God, this thing. They would be basics, and we would draw cards every time we attach to them. And it would just be a basic heavy deck. We wouldn't have to worry about, oh no, I started my Fezandipiti, I can't drop to 8 with Ariana, or I started my Fezandipiti, I can't Giovanni. Yeah, I mean, I wanted to have hope that Mewtwo was good. And don't get me wrong, we're probably going to win this game. If Raging Bolt didn't exist, I don't think anyone would be saying, oh, this card is just bad. It's like, oh yeah, it's good, but it takes a little bit too much. I think it's just bad in a Raging Bolt. Did I just say it? I don't think it's not good. Okay, Raging Bolt, there's no reason to play Mewtwo over Raging Bolt. I cannot think of a single reason. The supporter spread is great, sure. But Raging Bolt can play Squawkabilly and Fezandipiti and Teal Mask Ogerpon, and it requires less space in your deck. And E-Rich, thank you. So, like, I know people always comment on my videos, like, wow, an hour of great gameplay, but complaining about PTCGL in the deck. Yeah, it can also one-shot anything. Bolt is better due to support. Exactly. You know, it's like, I'm complaining because it's like, do you want me to lie to you? Right? I can lie to you and say that, oh no, Mewtwo is great. You should definitely play it. And PTCGL has 0 issues. You don't have to... Why? You don't have to worry about, you know, decking out if you're playing Cynthia's Garchomp. They would never do that. They would never let a Stevens Metagross attach to any Pokemon. That would be crazy. The dev definitely knows what they're doing. All right, so I will tweet out the code. If you're watching this on YouTube, if you redeem the code Destined Rivals 25, I'll post it in chat so it'll pop up on screen. Did they just itchy balls me? That's not very nice. So just Destined Rivals 25, you get a secret illustration rare, Team Rocket's Meowth, and a Rose Raid. And yeah, we just take our pick of the litter here. Oh, we got a... Wait, what? Oh, cool. Okay, so Giovanni, let's knock out... I mean, I think I just knock out the Fezandipiti, right? Because we can't... Oh, God, I hate... Why are you the opposite of Guzma? Whoever created Team Rocket's Giovanni, I hate you. Hate is a strong word, which is why it works in this situation. Why? Why did you reverse it? Why would you reverse the wording from a card that everyone played like 2 of, or 3 of, or 4 of in every deck for 3 years? So it's, instead of switch your opponent, oh my God, switch one of your opponent's bench Pokemon and then switch yours, it's switch your active first, then theirs. I'm going to mess that up for probably months. Never going to let me down, lies. I would never wear socks. So yes, just type in Destined Rivals 25 and it'll be fine. But of course, I'm going to have to be a party pooper pilot. That's the name I gave myself. It's nice that they're giving us all these free secret illustration rare cards. And Clan Burglar, oh, I'll play other Team Rocket's decks. There's better Team Rocket's decks than Mewtwo. Anya, don't be mean, Anya, okay? I tweeted about this that I'm not one of the lucky 5 to not get the Twitch drops, okay? But you can just type in Destined Rivals 25 to get free cards. That's drops, right? But thanks for rubbing it in, Anya. What am I, the Ice King, and you just rubbed in your blade deep in, you penetrated me deep with your blade? Yeah, Party Pooper Pilot. So they're giving us all these secret illustration rare cards for free. But they're only doing this because they took away crafting of overnumbered cards. So it's like, yeah, oh, it's really cool they're giving us this free stuff. Yeah, but they're doing that because they took away crafting overnumbered cards. So that's like punching you in the balls and then getting you an ice pack afterwards. You still punch me in the balls. That doesn't erase that you punched me in the balls. It just means you're, you know, helping to fix what you did. Thank you for spamming in the chat. Yeah, I'd appreciate you. Yeah, you'd appreciate the ice pack because your balls are so sore, but it doesn't change the fact that, you know, if they hadn't done what they did, you wouldn't have been punched in the balls. So you're seeing where I'm going with this. It's that my balls are as smooth as my feet. This seems like a pretty good start. We have the Ariana Grande. We have basically everything we need to get going. And we do have the Mimikyu, which is really, really good, but Mewtwo's weak to darkness, so if they just get a Zard, we're not doing great. You know, the problem with this deck is that you can't really do anything if you start a Mewtwo. You just kind of gotta believe in the heart of the cards. All right, so what do we got here? We have 4 Spidops. We're facing a Zard deck, so do I just go for 4 Spidops and prioritize putting energy in the bin? Seems like a plan. All right, and then, yeah, I don't think I want to play with my balls too much. Do we even need the Defiance Band? Maybe we do. All right, so I'm just going to Ariana for 5. God, that's a great supporter. There we go. That's why I didn't want to not do that. Okay, so let's go attach to you. Ultra Ball away these 2. I can put the Articuno down. Does the Articuno matter in this matchup? I'm not actually sure. And this is me kind of baiting them into an Ino because we don't really have a playable hand. Right? If they knock out my Mewtwo, then sure, that's pretty good because then we can Spidops and do some things. But this is the problem with Mewtwo. It's like, what am I going to do next turn other than nothing, right? We start a Mewtwo. I have the Giovanni. I could, you know, you could have said, oh, well, why did you play the way you played? Why didn't you save that energy and put it on the Tarountula? It's because I want to be able to attack with Mewtwo because we don't know what's going to happen. And yes, in retrospect, I should have attached to the Tarountula and just gone for the Giovanni. But see, you got to bait out the Ino. That's why I overloaded my hand with Spidops, because you got to masterfully bait them. Okay, well, of course, the supporter we get is our Ino. Of course. All right. And for those of you wondering, I did get some questions. Team Rocket's Articuno does not stop your balls from becoming itchy because the effect of itchy pollen is on you, not your Pokemon. And see, look at how smart I am. Look at how smart Trust Your Pilot is. Oh, we should put that energy on there. Wouldn't that be a good idea? Oh, why, yes, Pilot, that would be a good idea, mate. Oh, mate, that's a great idea, mate. Oh, you're so handsome, mate. Oh, mate, your lips are so smooth, mate. They're like your feet, mate. Okay, so I don't think we need to jam their Wang. Let's just get the Mimikyu out there for free retreat. And then I guess I put the factory into play, even though we're not doing the thing. And Nick, no, it's just Mewtwo all day. But don't worry, I will whack off at the end of stream. And oh, you will watch. You will watch me whack off like you've never seen someone whack off before. Why? So I don't know why it's been happening all day today. But the Spidops does not glow. What deck is it tomorrow? Barring any changes, because I haven't tested it yet, it'll be Huntail Gorobus. No, there's 48 days until Black Bolt and White Flare, okay? I know it's not a long time, but it's still 48 days. I'm going to stream for about 30 of them. So pace yourselves. Like I told you yesterday, you don't want to blow your load all at once. You got to pace yourself. So to talk about people saying like, oh, I've never experienced an issue in PTCGL. The Spidops not glowing when I could use its ability, that is an issue because the card should glow. And they did say in the patch notes like 2 years ago that they fixed it and then now it's not. And then I think it's on purpose where your bench rearranges itself now, which is very weird that they introduced this recently where your bench just kind of rearranges itself for no damn reason. Just, you know, just because it can. It's like, hey, hey PTCGL dev, why does my bench rearrange itself? I don't know. We deleted an X instead of a Y. I don't know. Is that the joke you're going to make tomorrow? Is you make my Gora Bussy so wet? That's gross, Clamburglar. And I'm sure you'll pin that and be like, oh, I'm so funny. That Charmeleon actually looks pretty sick with the new holo pattern. You know, it's like, I'd say the majority of cards got an upgrade when it came to the new holo pattern. I just, you know, it's going to take me a little bit longer to get used to the fact that Terras are horizontal with their holo effect, and then the regular EXs are diagonal now. Yeah, I'll play Arbok, I'll play Spidops, I'm sure I'll play an Area 0 Spidops deck. I'll play Weezing, Huntail Gorobus, there's Crobat, so many things. I will play all of the things. I will play with all of your things. Okay, so is this an Ariana Grande turn? Or, yeah, I think this is an Ariana Grande turn. That Ino is looking pretty dumb, isn't it? That Ino is looking pretty stupid in this list. All right, so let's go and get Professor Proton. Yeah, it's like, I understand why you have Ino in addition to Archer, because Ino doesn't require them to have taken a knockout. But no, I say nay. I do not approve. All right, so we draw 5. Ariana, such an amazing, one of the best supporters they've ever printed, to be honest. Can Trust Your Pilot get the goated, the fabled energy? No. Trust Your Pilot can never find any energy. It is impossible to find energy. All right, so I think we just go Defiance Band on this guy. Fun fact, I can copy Charizard EX at the end of this game and do 330 once they have a single prize card left. I think I have to put the Zapdos into play. I didn't want to, but if they, you know, if they Ino me down to 3 and then I just have a dead hand, then I would come up short of a KO because we'll be tied on prizes. I would be short of a KO on a Zard. They might just use a Fire Blast here, which is kind of funny. And FM Boss, that is gross. This is Family Friendly Friday. You're being gross, okay? The YouTube audience expects more from me. You know, the Twitch audience, those, you're lost, okay? 46% of you are from America. There goes all my good cards. So I know you're a lost cause, but the YouTube audience, it's much more spread out around the world. They're like cheeks. They're spread wide open around the world, okay? You remember that first Typhlosion game in this YouTube video? That was a big highlight of everything that can go wrong. Like, I know I did misplay a tiny bit, but this is showing you what I talked about in the opener. If you just get Ionoed into a dead hand, okay, well, now they're just letting me win because the Pidgeot doesn't knock out the Spidops, which is hilarious. Why is that Electric Chicken in the deck? Jamming Wang. So you can jam their Wang, and it just, if they aren't playing enough energy, you can really screw them up, or you can, you know, you can knock out a Badoo with it as well. So this and Murkrow can one-shot a Badoo. And Quilladin, the, I think, consensus worst card ever, worst starter ever. All right, we have to go get rid of the Bravery Charm. And then, I don't think I have anything else left. We just have to get a Spidops. Yeah, we just gotta get a Spidops. But yeah, they both do 30 damage for a Team Rocket's energy. It's not ideal, but it does exist. And then I think we have an energy. We do. And see, this one's lit up like a Christmas tree. And yeah, unfortunately, we're not taking a knockout, but we do have a turn to mess around because I don't think they're playing Briar. When's the last time you saw a Briar in a Zard deck? So we're okay, but like we were going to win this game, right? We were 100% going to win this game, and then we got Ionode, and everything fell apart. Because if you put a Fezandipiti in the deck and you start Fezandipiti, or you just have Fezandipiti in play, that hurts Spidops' attack power. So it goes from 180 to 150. And then Ariana draws 3 less. If they put your Fezandipiti in the active, Giovanni is useless. And get wrecked. Yeah, I think I should have done that, but I was too focused. Okay, we're gonna say that I was just too focused on what was happening here. And Trolling Lord, I know you're asking because I just explained it. Oh, see, who needs to play well? Who said I need to play well to succeed in life? You just top deck your receivers. Easy. How the hell are we gonna win this one? Okay. No, we can't put the Mewtwo into play. We can never put the Mewtwo into play. That would be stupid. And then, yeah, we'll go Earthen Vessel away this. See? I mean, we did have them, but I'm going to pretend like we didn't. All right, and then... what's the correct play here? Hang on, we have to go Night Stretcher for Tarountula. And then Jamming Wing, you may move an energy. No. Preserve energy? No. I can't take a knockout with the Zapdos on anybody meaningful. I have to knock out the Zard. I think we charge up. Yeah, Spidops is the best one. But the question is, do I attack with the Mimikyu or do I just take down? I think I just attach to the Tarountula and just take down. Yeah, we're just going to attach to you and just retreat and use takedown. And then what do I do? Okay, so if I go... I mean, they're going to Iono me. That's the problem. It's like I have to... I would have to play like every card in my hand just to make me Iono proof. But it's like, I'm going to get Iono to 1 and hope I get the Transceiver or something. And the odds of that happening are so low, and there's very little recovery in this deck. Because you have to put in, you know, Energy Switch and Counter Gain and... oh, God. You know, like, I'm not saying the Zapdos is a great card, but it's just... It gives you more possibilities. Right? Being able to move an energy from your opponent's active, that could be really good against like a Dragapult deck, even though you want to like one-shot them. FM Boss, 1 in 22 chance. I like those odds. That's a good sign. Are they out of rare candy? They haven't even... okay, so... the counter catcher is useless. I should have gotten rid of that. This is the issue, is you can't play like a Fezandipiti. The deck, the whole archetype needs a Fezandipiti or something, right? Like, or Team Rocket's Babarrel or something. You know, I would say that, like Zoroark. Remember how Zoroark is like one good card away from being an actual good deck and not a fake good deck? And Walking Plane, you play Porygon all day. I'm excited for that one, even though I know it'll break my balls. But yeah, Ariana's so good. Do they have an unfair stamp or what's their ace? Oh, they have maximum belt. Oh, so we win. But like, I know I hate being so negative. I enjoy playing decks like Typhlosion where things work and you win and you can just go autopilot most of the time. And Icy Red, the first list played Clefairy and Fezandipiti, but we experienced the good and the bad those provide. There's a lot of bad they provide. Oh, this is going to be great. See, you're probably wondering, why the hell is the Mimikyu in the deck? And Quilladin? Exactly. Exactly, Quilladin. What's the purpose? Exactly. What is the purpose of not allowing us to craft overnumbered cards? Exactly. There is no purpose. They just hate us. They want us to wait 6 months to craft cards. Yeah, that's the smart play, obviously. but they don't know that this is the secret best card in the deck. Oh, so good. What's that? You wanna do 330? You wanna KO a fresh Zard? Easy. That is why the Mimikyu is in the deck. You know, that's why everyone said this is the best card to play in a pre-release. You know, the Mimikyu is the best. Yeah, Blood Moon Mimikyu. You know, Mimikyu, the best card in a pre-release. There's no way that they would give us a pre-release promo that doesn't do anything. So notice how this is a Mewtwo deck, but Spidops was the MVP and Mimikyu took the final KO. Yeah, I think it's safe to say that when I play a Spidops Team Rockets deck, that'll be better. Like, Mewtwo is very much a C tier, maybe bordering on B tier deck. It's just that Raging Bolt is an A+ or S tier deck, and Mewtwo is just that, but worse, unfortunately. Do they realize I can just use Rocket Mirror to fully heal my Spidops? I don't think they thought that one through. Just gonna assume they didn't think that one through very well. Or they realize that they can just easily win the game and I'm gonna lose. And King Super Smash, that's literally the attack on the Mambostiff. I can prove it to you. This is not some crass joke by some immature streamer who tells dirty jokes. It's literally the name of an attack on a Pokemon that is called Mambostiff. Come on, they named a Pokemon Mambostiff. See? Come Up Pants. I told you. There's literally a Pokemon card attack called Come Up Pants. Did you doubt me? And it's on the Pokemon with probably the most suggestive name. This is the Pokemon Company doing it, not me. I am absolved of any issue or any wrongdoing, okay? Would I rather play this or Kingdra? I'd rather play this than Kingdra. And that's how bad Kingdra was. All right, I mean, I just Rocket Mirror again. Oh, they're gonna item lock me again? Real cool, bro. What do you mean? That's not even a choice, Trolling Lord. That's Conkeldurr all the way. The fact that we're going to lose this game is hilarious. Oh, you're going to bring up my Articuno? Awesome. Yeah. Conk is just a good deck. Yeah, there's nothing wrong with Conkeldurr. That's just a good deck. All right, so yeah, we definitely lose now because they got the Articuno stuck in the active and item locked me. And if we get something playable, that's nothing playable. All right, well, that's GG. Oh, there's a 70 hit point Timber? I did not know that. I will write that down. Because there's 172 cards. I'm going to misrepresent some of them for sure. Let me do Timber. I mean, I think what we learned. Oh no, I have it. I've skimmed it. It's just the video's not going up until Sunday, so I haven't really looked at it. I did a quick skim because, you know, I'm focusing on Destined Rivals. Of course, I have to worry about the next set the day the new set comes out. You know, that's my favorite part, is that you already know what's coming out before it comes out. All right, so okay, that's just bad, Clam Burglar. And Mark, well, it'll be late, so it'll be a late video, so it probably won't, depending on your time zone, it'll be up at like 6 p.m. So don't you worry. You'll have to suffer through the entire thing, and then you can go to your brother's wedding. Ah, no, wait, that's a cell phone. That was a cell phone. Not a cell phone, a cell phone. And Trolling Lord, that's a very weird question to ask somebody that you haven't given $5 to. And A-Rod, you say that like it's a bad thing. Yeah, they were cooked here. Wait, Countercatcher, who you bringing up? Wobbuffet, okay. Does that potentially give me the win? I think this might let me win the game. I think if they just let the Articuno stay stuck, that is beyond, that's creepier than anything I Am Legend has ever said. And I Am Legend has said some really creepy things. All right, well, we just heal the Mewtwo. They didn't item lock us. I guess I do that, and we just try to thin everything out that I can. Okay, and yeah, we want to attach that. And then we go, we want to waste the Poffin. And maybe I thin out, because like what's the downside? 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3. We can't. We can't risk it. I just have to keep getting rid of cards and hoping for the best. Remember, hexagons are the bestagons. All right, so let's take them off. Ooh, actually, no. Do I take them off the Articuno? Yeah, let's take them off the Articuno. You don't get no prizes. You're not getting any prizes. That's probably the wrong decision, but I want to have the Articuno as a pivot next turn. Okay. That would have been great to have 10 seconds ago. Would have been nice. Well, actually, they would have knocked out the Wobbuffet anyways, but still. All right, can I... Wait, they seriously went triple Froslass? You went triple... You're not supposed to... Unless they have another Munkidori. Ooh, if they don't, that's it. I think we can win on math. I just need to get a supporter. And there's an Ursaluna. Ruh-roh. Uh-oh. Uh-oh, SpaghettiOs. Oh, wait, they're close to decking out. So, yeah, the video is going to be very disappointing for Mewtwo. It's going to be like, yeah, this deck kind of sucks. I will ask a rhetorical question in the title of the video. I think the title that I have now is Mewtwo a top deck or a huge bust? And I think that's fair, right? Is it a top deck or is it a huge bust? I think it's a huge bust. Like, because half of the games were losses, and like those were the best games. You know, we lost to... Well, we lost to the Typhlosion with the Ursaluna. We beat Archaludon. We beat Zard, and then we lost to... Did we lose to Gold? I think we lost to Golden Joe. Just because I overbenched the Mewtwo. All right, well, they're gonna... Oh, they didn't take the KO. That's weird. So if I can just get a Team Rocket's energy, top deck a Team Rocket's energy, top deck anything. If I can top deck anything, I think I might win. We got it. We absolutely just got it. That is insane. Now the question is, do I put it on the Articuno or do I put it on the Wobbuffet? If I put it on the Wobbuffet, wait, how do I? Because I still don't quite have it. If I put it there, because that's gonna get knocked out coming into my turn. This, I mean, they're just gonna knock it out with the dude. But maybe they'll try and knock out they actually might have a knockout on the Mewtwo, even if they attack. Because it'll be triple 270, 300. Yeah, they actually have a knockout on my Mewtwo, which is crazy. It is insane to say this, but the Mewtwo will get one shot this. Well, not one shot. You know what I mean. The Mewtwo will get knocked out if they just have a Gustard, which they'll have probably one. Yeah, they have a counter catcher probably left in the deck. And the Articuno gets knocked out through damage. Yeah, they just go for their counter catcher. Please tell me it's prize. That would be hilarious. I still probably lose even if it's prize, but again, that would be hilarious. And Juan, we're going to play the Orbeetle build after this one. We're going to get one fun game with it. Well, there's a Munkidori. Wait, do we win? Hang on. Because they're Ursalute. Oh, they're going for the counter catcher off the prize. I see what you're doing. They're hoping for the 33% chance. The fact they didn't slam it down means they didn't get it. All right, so they'll knock out the Wob, and then it doesn't matter because they have to switch. If they don't have a switch, they don't win. This is hilarious. And if I get a Team Rocket's energy, I think I lose because I can only do 160, and it's going to take... Oh, no, we win. If I get a Team Rocket's energy, we win. This is crazy. This is the craziest game anyone's ever played. I mean, it was kind of a boring start, but if I just get a Team Rocket's energy, we win. That's an R. Okay, so we just do the thing. We just do all the things. We thin out everything. Just Team Rocket's energy in this GG. Oh, trolling. See, I knew I was going to forget about the ability. We just won that one. We seriously just won that game, and that's hilarious. That makes no sense that we won that game, but I did because I'm amazing. Don't ask me how. Don't ask me why. Or you know what? Tell me why. Tell me why. Okay. So yeah, crazy finish. Really long game. If this goes on YouTube, I'll probably cut out like half of it. We'll probably cut out half of it. Unfortunately, Team Rocket's Mewtwo is not very good. I wish it was a lot better than it actually is. If they had played Grimmsnarl in that deck, it would have been an easy win for them, but they're just playing regular old Munkidori, Badoo, Froslass, and then they had, you know, the Maractus and the Ursaluna. I won because I'm so good at this game, but unfortunately, Mewtwo, it is a bust. It is not a top-tier deck. You can argue that it's C+ tier. I don't think I'd put it in B tier. I think, as I said, pre-Destined Rivals, I said that it's going to turn out that Spidops is probably the best card and you want to build the deck around Spidops. And I think that holds true, that Spidops is probably the best Team Rocket's Pokemon.